Hey guys, KCTZG here at our BSF 2023. Gregory's here playing Thegrea in Seat C.
What up?
Jonathan's playing Ava Seat A. I'm playing Zorga Seat B. So round one, I did a mirror match against a blue Zorga and I won.
I was playing against Eva and I won.
Jonathan.
What's up? Oh, I played against Chronojet.
And
6 damage heal.
Hey guys, round two. So let's start with Greg.
I was C again, and I went up against Chronojet, and he walked me. Played against you, stopped his cheeks.
And Zorga played against Ava. I won.
Hey guys.
Sorry. Go for it.
KCTCG here. We just finished round 3. I played against Hexa Orb, and I got triple critted, but he misplayed by giving all the crits to his Vanguard and all the powers to his rear guards, but I still didn't have enough to block.
So the L. Zorga versus Chronojet. He just didn't open triggers, so I was able to rush him and he lost. So I won.
I beat Eugene, there's not much to say.
Hey guys, KCTCG here. This is our round 4. Let's start with Greg.
Played against Zorga. I got lucky, I think, his first grade 3 turn, and I won.
Played against A-Deck. The win didn't matter.
Shoujo Doji,
He
bro.
played against Shoujo Doji and he got upset because his opponent kind of gave up heart when he learned that his teammates lost. And on that back foot, I played against Youthbrick and I won. Hey guys, round 5?
Round 5.
5. Zorga versus Magnolia Elder, and I won.
Thegrea versus Gravidia World, and I got lucky with OT because she OT'd first, but I won.
Played against Youth. The Youth player didn't know that I knew how to manage my resources.
Damn, it feel like that, huh? Yeah. Round 6, I really don't want to talk about it. I just got a dub.
Beat Lukier.
I got Wallywop at Gravidia World. Even though I still
Hey guys, our moods are a lot better. Round 7, Zorga versus Jet, and I won.
Eva Mirror, let's go, dude.
He got it.
I played against Leticia and I won.
Yeah.
I healed every single time I could. And then I OT'd.
Hey guys, round 8 just finished. Zorga undefeated against Minerva.
Eva undefeated against a new glitter deck.
Was it glitter?
It was a new Sajoji. Where the fuck?
Oh, he's not glitter.
I thought he was.
No, he's not.
Oh.
He's just a new deck.
Oh, okay.
Our third is back deck.
Talk about it. We don't talk about it.
The judge gave him a loss cause
That judge knows me and he's a meanie.
say it to the camera
You
again.
know who I'm talking about. You're probably gonna watch this later.
Hey guys, KCTZG here. Here to recap my thoughts of the BSF 2023. This time it was run a lot smoother, at least for the top 8 standings. However, the only issue I still had was that at the end of round 7, we were the only undefeateds left. But because they announced 8 rounds, they made us play out 8 rounds, which did mess up the brackets a lot. A lot of X2s ended up making it top 8. Speaking of top 8, we got swept, unfortunately. My Ava slot A, his opponent had hit defensive draws 3 times, and just offensive triggers left and right, and also heals. And on top of that, his draws and just drawing in general, blind drawing. The man drew 4 PGs against Ava, so he unfortunately couldn't play out of it. For me, unfortunately, I lost the moment we rolled the dice, and I had rolled high or won the dice roll against Chronojet, which automatically puts me in a losing position. My deck can play a grade 2 game. Unfortunately, my opponent decided to say, I'm gonna hit critical after critical after critical 3 turns back to back to back. And at that point, I can't play the game. I'm screwed. And then my Thegrea player, it looked like he was winning, but then out of nowhere, his opponent healed, and then he double crit on no guard when he was at 3. And he ended up 83 damage and died. So that was our BSF. our records at the end of the day, apart from top 8, I guess entering top 8, our records were XO for Zorga, XO for Ava, and X3 for our Thegrea player. And if you guys watch this video, I don't know if my editor's gonna put this at the beginning or the end, but my round 6, there was a very bad issue that put us in a very sour mood. Part of it was how the judge had given us a ruling. So what had happened was I was grind shuffling my opponent's deck, and I'm not gonna try to sugarcoat it, but I'm not gonna point what happened, but I guess I'll fault anyone. But when I shuffled, anyone here that actually plays card games that grind shuffles can tell when their sleeve splits. So when I shuffled, I felt the split. You can even hear the split. So the moment it split, I stopped shuffling. I didn't even like compile the deck. I just grind, pop. I heard the pop and was like, all right, I'm gonna stop. So it turns out that the sleeve has split all the way pretty much. And I don't know if any one of you have had experiences with split sleeves, but if your sleeve was split prior to the split, so it wasn't just a one-time thing, you can tell where every time that split got bigger. So on the card edge, it was little jagged lines, like 3 or 4 jagged spots on the sleeve that were not the final split. And I'd only heard one pop, and I did a one fluid motion, so mine's not 1, 2, 3. It was just done. So you can already tell that there was 2 to 3 other splits or enlargements of that hole before I even cut the deck. So what ended up happening was the judge that got called over, he didn't know how to rule it, so he called head judge, which head judge came by and said, all right, do you have a sleeve to replace this? No? Okay, you get a game loss because you cannot replace a sleeve. But the judge looked at me and said, you also get a warning that will auto-escalate the moment you have another warning. So I pretty much was petrified because I do any misplay, any mishap, and I lose the game for my team. And later after the round, the judge caught me and said, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't want to make you feel that bad. I meant to say any non-game related warning. So if I once again cut the deck and it splits, somehow my fault, but I get a game loss for you as a team. It was that kind of warning, not just, oh, I misplayed my game. So after that, though, or prior to that, there was a few more issues with the game. My opponent was playing Chrono Jet. Big surprise, round 6. And he was going first, so I already had played my grade 3 turn. His stride turn, he had searched Chrono Jet last turn, and he ditches the Chrono Jet to stride. Now, I know it's cool and all, guys, that you just flip over the top card of your deck and you say, oh yeah, I can just stride the top card of my deck. Well, Homeboy didn't check his deck, and he flipped over next stage and slammed it on the table, letting go. And after striding next stage, he picks up his hand, and with his other hand picks up his extra deck. Looks at both, so in no way he's touching a card unless there's a magical third hand. And then, after he realizes that there's still 4 Fate Riders here and 3 next stages, oh shoot, I strode the wrong card. Can I take it back? Well, honestly speaking, this is round 6. You should know your stuff. You should also slow down when you're playing the game. I just told him, honestly, dude, no, because you had already strode, you let go of the card, and on top of that, you properly paid cost. Now, this would have been completely different if you ditched Bailiff, because he can't stride to the next stage. But when you ditch Colonel Jet, you can, and it's not GB2 locked to stride into it. The ability can be locked, however, but not the actual stride. So, once again, the judge walked over, or prior to this little cut shuffle thing, the judge walked over and said, you know what, I'll let you take it back, because We all know you want to try Street Fighter. And I'm just like, okay, so all those times I get called out for improperly stating end of turn, pass turn to you, and then me saying, but during my end phase, clipping has an effect to soul charge, but I get called out for it not being able to do it, but my opponent can just misstride and say, oh yeah, by the way, I just drew the wrong card. Judge, yeah, can take it back, thanks. Like, that's sort of unfair. It's kind of unjust at that point, but whatever, right? So, apart from that mishap, top 8 was the event itself was pretty fun. Me and my group had a really fun time. We ran into a lot of people. Funny enough, my round 1 was actually one of my fans. If you're watching this, sorry, it was a fun game, but yeah. We ran into a lot of new players and a lot of old acquaintances, and I ran into a lot of people that honestly hate me, and it's great because every single time we played their team, we actually exiled their team. So, hate me, but at least we beat you, and yeah. Some of them might say, oh, what, you lost top 8. Cool, at least I made it to top 8. Where'd you go? But anywho, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for the next one. Oh, also, I'll have my deck log code. I'll try to have my deck log code for this tournament posted below. Thank you.